Hello. Take that. My bag. Finish it. Hello. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, mentor.
Good evening. How are
It was fine. Hello.
you?
Hello. This is good evening, mentor. This is Swifty.
Okay, okay. It's okay. How are you?
I'm fine, ma. Thank you. How was your day?
I was good. Blessed with it.
Okay.
Okay, so which of the circles are you representing?
I'm representing Circle 4. I represent Circle
Okay,
4.
okay.
If it's okay, can I start?
Gary, at Edson. Circles are you all representing? Do we have circle one? Do we have circle one among those who are in now, please?
Circle 4 is ready.
What about circle one available? Circle two? Two ready? Do we have cycle two ready? Cycle three? Are you available?
Hello guys, I'm still waiting for China season.
Man,
Hold on, please, can we just mute your mic, please? Mute your mic, please.
hello.
Hello?
Just mute your mic. What's background am
Please,
I
I'm not
hearing?
hearing anything. Yeah,
Hello.
but I can't hear what you're saying very well.
Cycle 4. Ready.
We have 2, 3 ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Cycle 4.
Who
Ready.
the cycle will represent, please?
Anybody leave?
Which of the circle do you represent, Oludare?
Hello?
Why am I power bank? John Bellu, no.
Sweet love.
So I'm
Cycle 4.
saying one is but I can't hear anything very well.
Sorry? Cycle. Okay, since cycle 4 is ready, can we have
Okay.
cycle 4 present, please?
Yes, cycle 4 is ready. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay.
And I represent cycle 4.
Please, every other person meet your mic, please. Every other person meet your mic, please. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'm representing cycle 4 in the presentation on business.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Go straight to our objectives.
What are you listening to?
This is the last.
This girl. No, guess.
Yeah, a man's heart like that, there like treasure. Very, very good. People they represent self. I don't care for them. I wow.
Hello?
Well, you can't talk back, Nabi.
I can talk. Please, radio. Should I present? Hello, ma.
Shut up. Don't worry.
Hello, ma. Hello, ma. Ah, there was one movie that I watched like that in the first place. Wow. That was awesome.
Hello. Hello, anybody?
Eskin. Talvez.
Huh? Oh, I
Àtàwọn àbí òun àkọlé àwọn fún yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀.
no.
Ipò ìlànà
Nìkan
ìlera wọlé jẹ.
ṣé mo sọ lọ́tún ní sọ
Ilẹ̀
ni.
ti so èso kan ní àárọ̀. Ọdún bíi ọ̀gbọ̀n ìwà àti láìsí tó. Àwọn tó tó máa ń bu dúdú.
evening. Good evening.
Don't forget. But I know you forget.
Hello? Hello? Hello, good evening, everyone. Hear me? Hello, good evening.
It was in Sector 1.
Deborah, which of the circles are you in?
Mentor, can I continue?
This one.
I have been the one presenting on the network.
Okay, please go ahead.
All this while. Now, our main objective for task 1.
I don't want to say.
For tax 1 is to establish and sustain in Thailand. It is also to introduce MMM to the residents, educate them on the ideology, how it works, the rules involved, so that everybody can get involved with full knowledge. We will also let them know the benefits derived from actively participating. A little research on Thailand. Thailand is a country situated in Asia, still strongly, and so their reception will not be so bad. Go straight to our resources. The resources available for this particular program we are involved in is $50,000. And also the knowledge we have derived from Guided School. Our strategy.
Hello?
I can hear you. Do I continue? Yes. Our strategy is to organize a 7-day seminar. We're also going to print flyers, posters. Hello? We will place our advert on radio and TV, social media, send both emails, and also do market visitation as well as university visitation. Our action plan, which will cover the 7 days, on the first day, we will do a market survey. Team will be split into 3 subgroups. On day 2, we are also going to distribute flyers, also visit, meet up with the journalists who before then we will enlighten these journalists so that they don't go about spreading lies about this. Let them know about the ideology of MMM. We also perform a road rally, visit institutions, office areas, markets with flyers and banners. We are going to make a lot of noise to let the people know we're not here. And then on the 3rd day, the seminar will commence for the remaining days, which will cover 4 to 6 days. On that seminar, we will train the people that will show up ideology on how to register people. We'll let them know about the ideology of MMM. We'll teach them how to register, how to link their bank accounts to their PO, how to provide help, how to get help, how to register people even after we are done with our presentation. And then on day 6, the registration continues. And then on the day 7, continues with road shows, distribution of flyers, and all that. So, to summarize our activities for the tax one, at the end of the 7th day, an additional 400 participants would have been registered, but only 150 would have deposited, which is the average of $100 each, which will amount to $15,000. This puts the total number of registered participants who made deposits at a total of 550, with a total deposit of $55,000.
Yes, we get
Hello?
it.
All right, I'm moving on to tax 2. Our objective for tax 2 is to calculate how many new members and contributions we have to ensure that in the next 3 weeks, the older participants are paid. And the duration for this tax is 3 weeks. Number of registration per week is 300, and average contribution is $300. I'm going to be talking about the calculation of number of registered participants to pay the older participants. An average of $300 was deposited by each participant in order for the 550 participants to be paid their 30% growth and $20 registration bonus. The following calculations were made to determine the amount needed. Total contribution of 550 registered members at $300 per member will be 550 times $300, which will amount to 50 registered, which will amount to $165,000. $520 registration bonus, which will amount to $11,000. 10% referral bonus for 275%, 275 participants, which will amount to $8,250. 5 referral per month, plus 275 referred each to make 550. Total amount accrued will be $1,000 plus $850, $184,250. 30% marble growth on total amount accrued to participants will give us $55,275. We have to pay older participants will then be $55,275, excluding the initial deposit. Our action plan, splitting ourselves into 4 groups with a target of registration of 50 new participants per group will be $500. Part of our action plan is encouraging the older participants who deposited to provide help when they get help. Part of our action plan number 4 will be encouraging the remaining 550 participants who register to provide help. To be training guiders on how to build their team. Number 6, encourage referral activity in participants by emphasizing referral bonuses. Number 7 action plan, we are going to encourage participants to share growth of their macros on social media platforms, and also discuss their letter of happiness, and also testify of the goodness of MMM. Number of tax 3, total number of participants at the end of 1 week will be 550. Week 2, 1,825. Week 3, 1,238. Week 4, 1,857. So at 2% growth, a total number at the end of our 4 weeks program will be 1,857. 60% growth, there will be 9,404 participants at the end of 8 weeks. New participants added in 4 weeks will equal to 7,547. And then the contribution at an average will be 2,000 and 2 million 4,100. I moved to tax 4. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay,
Go
ma,
on.
thank you. I moved to tax 4.
Okay.
For tax 4.
Go
Our
ahead.
action plan. Okay, ma. For the tax 4, we are going to be making talking about contributions and participants needed after the festival. For week 9, we have to move to tax 5 because I'm having issues here. Our overview for tax, our efforts to increase the number of new registrations.
Hello? Hello, are you there?
Good evening, ma.
Do we have any other phone number to help out this? If you're in circle 4 and you want to assist us, please. That's why I said everyone should get prepared because you can't predict network. So, someone could be presenting and the network gets bad and drops him or her off. Expected to pick up on where he or she stopped and then continue from there to help out yourself. Okay? So is anyone else ready to help out? Network issue. Cycle 4.
Cycle 4, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I continue from where she stopped?
Hello?
Who is taking over from Swift Lab? Cycle 4, please.
Cycle 4.
Thank you so much.
Take over from her.
Cycle 4. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Are you ready to take over from where she stopped?
Then
You need to pan out banana.
Do we have Darius trying to take over, please?
Yeah, you should
Please, once you come in here, try to mute your mics, please. Peter is expected to leave the mic on mute because he or she is presenting. So every other person is expected to mute your mics, please, so the class wouldn't be so rowdy. Because we are talking at the same time with the background noise you're having, we hear each other. So it's best you try to mute your mic by tapping on the mic icon you have on your this device, so that the class will be so quiet and listen and hear the presenter. So please, let's try. It's not difficult. So do we have someone taking over from Swift Lab? Cycle 4, please. Your time is going. I think I didn't give you
Hello, Cycle 3 is here.
hello, please, can you remind me where she stopped? I couldn't hear her very well.
Tax 4. Tax 4. She said she was having issue with tax
Please,
4.
Secretary is here.
Okay, ma.
Okay, Secretary, just hold on. Let's take a 4 finish up, please. So go ahead from tax 4.
Okay. Wow.
Are you there?
Yes, yes. Okay, tax 4. So after the question is after 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposit that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within a month. After a week, start the month. There is local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week, respectively in this period of activity. Registration falls by 75%. Make a plan of actions for a month. What resources and how you should use them. Right amount of contribution and participant for development of the system. Okay, in Thailand, they celebrate Songkran 3-day national holiday. Throwing of water is a festival highlight for 3 days. Visually, the entire country is in celebration mode. So, due to the celebration, registration usually drops. The plan we have is we having envisaged the holiday. We shall embark on serious sale drive through incentives to people that will register and contribute during the holiday. Then we'll also embark massive social activities, offering incentives for new registration during this time. We shall fully participate in the festival by sharing our flyers as we hold charity events to sensitize participants on MMM ideology. We shall have a stand at a good location with DJ and presentation showing information action on MMM. There will be instant registration of people on the street during the celebration at the celebration point. Then, how to mitigate? We will encourage the old participants to provide help again. At least 50% of them will respond. The cost and resources needed, we will email, phone calls, we follow up online meetings, then home visitation. This may cost about $500. Also, we organize charity events to coincide with the holidays and promote MMM. And during this period, we'll give charity gifts. We'll budget like $2,500 for this. Then we'll train more guiders who promote MMM more effectively. That is through the online guidance school. We'll expand MMM into more cities and towns using promotional material, seminar events. We'll budget like $5,000 for this. Then we'll use testimonials to attract new participants. We'll intensify online promotion. Then community tax also. Then contributions and participants needed after the festival. With 9, that is 4,700 plus 9,000. That will be about 14,106 at 50% growth rate. With 10, projected is 7,053. Then actual at 75% will be 5,290. And 25% shortfall, that is 7,053 minus 5,290. That will give us about 1,763. That invariably means a drop in income. That is $300 times that amount will give us about $528,000. Number of participants needed to meet up will still be about 1,763. Thus, we project in the next 3 weeks to have a growth rate of 62.5% per week. Then the budget analysis for this publicity will be about publicity charity event will cost about $2,000, making a total of $5,500. Then tax 5, the question goes first. Your plan have enough new registration cover the cost of the deposit. It's necessary to analyze how many participants and contribution
Yeah, I'm trying to connect, but someone is gonna do the presenting.
The old participants
And my network is too bad also. Anyone that is that can make it to as a join this thing can represent. But meanwhile I'm trying to.
a week, less than a week, less than we need the participant to register and provide them. All participants have another contribution.
Yeah.
Another contribution. Documents are being created.
Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do.
More offline presentation. Huge. Rewarding those having highest number. Encourage guidance and leaders not to preach. In order to create as possible. We also organize training events. Branded MMM. This will improve our popularity. We also organize branded MMM. This will improve our registered quality. So that will give us about $450,000 from new members. Then we'll train and guide active members on how to invite new members. Active measures to be taken by who encounter similar issues. We'll encourage old participants to more than they get help. Distribution of promotion materials of reached areas. We also encourage members to have a Bitcoin wallet as well as able to PH and GH worldwide to share the testimony on how their lives have been touched. Then, this task publicity, $2,000. We got about $2,000 also. Miscellaneous expenses will take like $1,500. Charity event about $2,000. Total expenditure will be about $7,500. Ghost stocks during this month, delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activities also reduced to 0. The old members do not attract anyone and do not make contributions to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old members are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New deposits grow as per old conditions, are not frozen and available as usual. Make your plan of actions for another month. In this case, we will educate members on what pause mode is. We will avoid panicking. We will rebuild trust by experience of the program. The basic principle of these actions, the participant is awarded with fees bonus on contribution he or she makes. So participants do not have to wait passively. Now they need to regularly provide assistance and request. 20% bonus is added to the amount of assistance the participant provides. It means if you donate $1,000, you'll be able to withdraw $1,200. Existing members need to know that money comes from new recruits. Teach members the importance of getting help regularly. And most importantly, bonus for a video in letter of happiness apply for this action as well. Session will be active in the communities. Force members to withdraw original donation amount after 3 months. Funding of social media will cost about $2,000. Flyers and stickers, $1,000. Refreshment, $1,200. Of seminar will cost about $8,000. Logistics about $2,500. This is totaling about $18,700. Also educate participants on how their action could lead to post mode and how it could be avoided. Educate people by revisiting the ideology of MMM. Use certain percentage of the money and visit orphanage just to let them know that MMM cares and help the community by providing foodstuff and other items. More sensitization on risk work and share branded items of MMM. Street work to recruit globally and exchange. We'll use to explain the situation and what post mode means. We encourage old members to re-PH as it is the only way for them to recover their original Mavro. Show the history and experience of other countries that had a post mode. Managers must ensure that they are not carried away with many bonuses at the expense of transparently impacting the true identity of MMM. That's in country where it happened from them. Countries like South Africa. Each guide will be assisted with funds to organize seminars, upload videos to YouTube. We start registering again. We should encourage people to provide help so that the system can move smoothly. The guidance should also launch an Operation PH. Each participant should be an amount which will make the freezing mode be over quickly. The GH will be based on 30 days confirmed MAVRO. The 30 days confirmed MAVRO will make GH to be in sequence as against the massive 2 weeks. Part 7. Your effort has been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All old MAVROs are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impact of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make fresh start in such situation. A plan of action under specified condition for a month. In this situation, we will use marketing, the same mass media to explain the situation and what a restart means. Also need to explain what happened to those that lost their money. We encourage old members to PH as is the only way for them to recover their original MAVROs. Show the history and experience of countries that had a restart. Guidance must ensure that they are not carried away with many bonuses at the expense of transparently impacting the knowledge of MMM. And change the world. Thank you. My name is Leonard Onyebro, presenting for Cycle 4. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm through.
Hello.
Hello, I'm through. Cycle 4.
Hello, Leonard.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Seems
Hello.
our mentor has lost
Hello.
out of the network.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
I said it seems mentor has lost out of the network.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear, but it seems the mentor has lost out of the network. We can't hear from her any longer.
Okay, for a long time now.
Yeah, the presentation was actually long, yeah.
Okay, but I'm through.
Yeah. Let's wait for the mentor to pilot the affairs. Let's hear from her first.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Really try.
Hello?
This guy presents of Mark, that's why it's a second. Why will produce of video? Silver.
Hello?
Hello, man.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, are you true, Mr. Leonard?
Yes, I'm true.
This is a business day.
Okay.
Hello?
Where is the mentor, please?
Oh, I thought you was listening to me. I didn't know.
Yeah, which group are you representing, Mr. Leonard?
Hello?
Hello, this is Mr. Smith. Hello?
Secondary.
Can you all just mute your mic?
Hello? Hello?
Please.
Hello, this is Mr. Smith representing Second One. Hello, it's Mr. Smith representing Second One. Hello?
Can you just hold on, please?
Okay, now. This is a business game representation on development of MMM in Thailand by batch 2017, Group 13, Second 1. Group 13, Second 1 members include Oyemachi John Smith, Christopher Ojike, David Bassier, Ejemba Gabriel, Udochukwu, Batubo Christian Romeo, and Iwagu Roland. Our task is to enter in a new country and develop MMM Global there. This new country will be Thailand. We have an internet connection, a team, knowledge received in MMM school, a $50,000 within an hour. We have to develop a plan of actions.
Hello?
Friday. Daddy, come here.
Now.
What are you waiting for?
Please, if you're not the one presenting, just mute your mic, please.
What kind of thing?
Please, can we have the presenter continue, or is it kicked out of the class?
Please, which group is presenting now? Please, which sector is presenting now?
Hello?
Is anybody there? Please, which circle is presenting now, please?
Circle 4 just finished. I think circle 1 is about to start.
Circle 1.
Yeah,
Okay,
circle 1 is
can I
about
go,
to
ma?
start.
Please go ahead.
Let me
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Oyinlola. I'm representing Group 1. I mean, so your objective is to go to a new country, which is Thailand, and establish new MMM standard. Now, what is our aim and objectives? Aim and objectives is to enter into Thailand in South Asia, in Indonesia Peninsula beaches. Places, ancient ruins, and coordinate and displaying as a good skill now. Internet 18, knowledge driven school, and $50,000. Our aims and objectives is to create MMM Global in Thailand through mass media and seminars. To register at least 350 new MMM participants in 1 week. That is 35 participants per week. To record at least 50,000 deposits from new participants 1 week. Now, we need a team. Available resource for us now. We need a team, 10 members, and we need from MMM guidance, setting up a Facebook account and promoting MMM materials.
Hello?
Our SWOT analysis for Thailand.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we are here.
Densely populated, strong telecommunication system.
Hello?
Poverty, to know the ideology of MMM, to acquire, to be free from money slavery, and the threats, bank competition, act, threats, and criminal actions. Now, for the first in Thailand, activity to enable aims and objectives in Central which is Bangkok, and higher services of car rental company. For its mobile throughout the duration of the stage to take us. Now, We need to conduct seminars on Global, which is usually announced for rules, bonuses, and benefits in Global. For that stage, the allocated budget given to us 50,000 shall be spent concerning the seminar, our rental, or another expenditures is 46,867.50 $867.50. Our new balance is now 3,132. Now, second stage, we have to now average contribution by each person should be about $300. We did. Hello, ma. Hello, ma.
One of them
Hello,
are
ma. Hello, ma.
Hello, go ahead. Go ahead.
I should go ahead. Okay, ma.
Yes.
So now, our average contribution should be $300. Contribution to the CCM should be 105,000. Then 30% growth of this payment should be 30%. 30% times 350, which is 31,000. Now, our first resident bonus was which is equal to available amount now be 105. Balance is $45,005. You persistent jack is we need to register funds. Number of new persistent needed, extra cash needed, average action, all will be 25,867.5 divided into the dollars. Approximately 153 new participants. Now, action and resources needed. In this area, it takes such to register at least an additional 20 new participants a week. Totally 200 conduct serial campaign using social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. If we have participants plus 350 participants, we have previous 550 participants register in a week and now $300 month to times 3 per week. From this calculation, build by this deficit of 45,000. Now our number of participants and contribution for the next 4 weeks. Participants register for the first 550 and 550. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shall I continue, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. Will now be will now be 550 times each participant. Let us move for the register on another. 2,200 is 1,100 times equals to 2,200. Total, however, this average contribution of $300 amount deposit will be 100 times 3 equals to $660,000. That the interest on of 600 will be 1,000. First admission bonus for additional 2,200 new participants will be 50 times, which is $110,000. The bonus of the 1,100 participants will be 10% of the $300 deposit of each new participant. That is 10%. 10% of 300 times 2,200, which is 66,000. This means that this system we need to add 198,000 plus 66,000, which equals to the 374,000. Now, the situation where participants GH at a different time to repH average up and running. That's where we introduce the pH. That's where the pH should be more than the pH. In this system, however, if all participants decide to GH at the same time, this means that the amount to GH, amount to pH and lack of pH in the system is the same. This can lead to total collapse of the system to reach GH limit. But encourage new members. The more participant pH, the more the growth in pH compared to GH would participant to pH. And law of pH to get certain percent of OGSTA is all clear. This cycle will continue until there is a balance in the system. To use the right hand participant for the development of the system. Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, ma. Are you with me, ma?
Yeah?
Yeah, our aim is to make up for the 75% registration loss during the 1 week holiday period. Let us know that the weekly target registration was 550 participants. During the talent celebration, registration dropped by 75%. This means about 100 times 50, approximately 430 participants were recorded during that week. The registration dropped by 137 participants. To make up the loss, we need to increase the activity of all participants by giving out holiday bonus, thereby increasing the pH in the system, and also allowing new participants to register and pH. Train more participants to become guiders in the community to increase input flow. Do promotional tasks online and media campaigns like radio, advertisements, and media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp group, Instagram, and other social networks. So, but we have to analyze the plan of action in this situation and how many parties and contribution is needed to get this situation resolved. Now, we need to extend the development of MMM from Bangkok to other cities and towns. Other neighbors to participate in promotional tasks, media sensitization campaign and seminar for other neighbors to increase awareness and contributions. We have to promote activities, encourage participants to write and upload videos of happiness, cover more state region within the shortest time. Refresh that's training for guidance to encourage them not to do that they can reach out to their data is positive. Guidance to reach out via the social media platform, Telegram, Skype, and work with existing groups, post promotional materials, fan page, including financial, economic, and political related pages. Promotion is continued. Attention of new person and a renewed food is created. During the delay, increase of 7 days, it's almost requires and do not attract anyone contribution to the situation, and the enforcement is implemented with all the old purpose are present and will be available to the itself. Now, contribution new as per old conditions. The objective here is to specify what really means and the long-term action of activities to be achieved less than 4 weeks, which weeks before each participant started throwing in panics have been influences to reverse the situation. It start place. Start to work from the beginning. Negative. What do we need? Our plan of action and is to reintroduce them to president, inform them of their ideology and encourage new people to the situation and talk to your members and let them understand. Answer all member queries, even if it's negative, and explain the current situation of MMM to them. So they shake your members calm down. Encourage them to continue to take. We as a team, we provide help, and let's see the members our efforts as guidance in MMM and its ideology, keeping hope for new participants, making them understand that the more ideology they get to society, they are making period conducts even in the face of negative media agenda. Organize seminars every month to gain more participants in the different locations. Okay, sending message to the positive government with proof of benefit. Which in the most possible meeting with guidance equipping on how to encourage her in the community. I want guidance to lead by example by providing help to do so without no regret or uttering any word of negativity to their downlines. On this is the success of the restart lies on the guidance tenacity, the ability to defend the community from negative publicity ad promos. Using all resources available, it is a worrying note that the knowledge from the school be adequate and efficient into practice. That's all. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, ma. Yeah, I'm finished, ma. I'm through.
Hello? Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Your network is not so clear. No? So it's a little bit breaking. But let's manage. So go ahead. Oh, this is too cold.
Hello, mentor.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Are you in step
Let me
one?
continue from the conclusion
Hello?
and recommendation.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. In conclusion, the success of the restart lies on their ability to defend negative publicity and promote MMM ideology using all resources available. After wonderful training in the MMM guidance school, that the knowledge from has been gently practiced. Our appreciation of the community where financial apocalypse is sure. We also thank our mentor, you, Mary Ogbonna, for your patience and advice throughout our stay in the guidance school. Group 13, Second 1 members. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. Oyinlola and Gabriel
Again by Gabriel.
for the conclusion. Although your Oyinlola wasn't so clear because of his network. He was having network issue. Okay. But not thankful to have a
Hello?
Okay, so let me just quickly state some things out here. While presenting, there's some things you need to take note of is one, the registration of participants, which you did, okay? Because data is very, very important. And here we understand that for the community to stand firm and for sustainability to be achieved greatly. So what we really need is registration of new participants and then also encouragement of those old ones who are there to keep carrying out the normal activity which is PH and GH that for the system to go on course mode. One of the issues that leads is the GH becoming greater than that of the PH. Okay, so here you've been given the knowledge and benefits out there to a emerging land which the community hasn't been set up there before. So what you're expected to do is what? Go out there with knowledge received of the community from the scratch and build it. You all know that when you're starting up something, probably a business or a program somewhere which you haven't been before, um, there are always some hurdles you get to meet on the way, and what you're expected to do is to cross the hurdles, okay, because there is victory ahead of you, which you need to cross over to the other side. So here, the main aim of going to Thailand is to start up the community there. Now, while getting to the Thailand, which is a new land you don't know before, so you have to take notice of certain things. The population of these people in the country, the language they speak, speaking country, how will you be able to communicate with them? How will you pass the message you came with across to them? So if they are not being heard by them due to language barrier, automatically you have to get an interpreter who will help out in that area. Otherwise, the aim is defeated. So try to get there, you need to know the culture of the people. Uh, what is it they like? Are they fun-loving people? Are they quiet? How does the government operate? So what's the population of the people in this country? What cities do you have more population in? And then what is your own target? What is your target in setting up this system there? Surely it has to be the city with larger number of people. Then this now take you down to how many people were you able to capture, to convince, to talk to register. How did you go about this? Okay, trying to disseminate information out there to the people. At least you need to go through either the media or you try to do the roadshow, you try to print handbills, billboards, and other things just for awareness sake. And then while having the seminar, how many people were you able to impart in, and how many stood by you, try to register, how many were convinced and held out there. Okay, so the number of people you register matters a lot, and then for you to maintain this, because you know that every member of the community after each 30 days is expected to go home with 30% of his or her donations into the community. So for this to happen, you have to keep track of your registrations, track of how many new participants are you able to get before the end of 30 days. Okay, and even those whose marbles are ripping and ready to be gotten out from the community or from the system. Now, hope you encourage them to also PH back into the community to keep this community going and stable. Then when all this effort wasn't good enough, the system went to pause mode, of which means that the GH level was greater than that of the PH. So in that case, automatically there came pause mode hanging at the door. Okay, so how were you able to try convincing these people? Did you go about it? Probably the first strategy you used wasn't so good enough, and there was not much result seen, and that was why the system went into pause mode. Now you have to rebuild and restructure the strategies you used in bringing back the people into the community. Not forgetting the old participants, because also they are also there and they are part of the community. Okay, so you need to encourage them so that they can continue and not just back out there. Because if you allow them and they back out, probably they could go out there to discourage even the new participants who are trying to get into the system. So all these things is what you need to put into consideration while working on the new land and try to put up the community stand out there. So get some of these things in mind while organizing your seminars out there. So, as if you went there because you were equipped with all you needed to go out there and start off the community out there. So just work with that. Okay. Thank you for estimations. I think I have to check back again. No problem. So we have cycle 2 and 3. If they're not ready, then the next cycle takes over. That's cycle 5. So which of the circles are ready do we have now? Do you have circle 2 ready or circle 3?
Thank you, ma. So circle 1 is true, ma, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. So do you have any member of the circle 2 ready? If they're not, circle 3, what about you?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, hello. Hello, mentor. Hello, mentor.
I'm with you.
Okay, this is circle 5.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Fidelis. I'm representing circle 5. We just concluded the MMM online guidance school. From the task we have. Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, task 1 says, you've received all the information needed in order to become managers, leaders in the MMM global community. Now you have an important task. Enter in a new country and develop MMM global there. This new country will be Thailand. The starting materials provided are internet. For my circle, we are a team of 9 members. Knowledge we received from the guidance school, and $50,000 will as well is also given. And the task says within an hour you have to develop a plan of actions for a week. And you must specify the number of registrations and deposits which you will achieve over this period. And we're meant to also know that the $50,000 is just given once. Later on, you should be able to use free resources from the system. First and foremost, my group members are Ebuka Hoajaka, Avuru Nicholas, myself, Chief Fidelis, Nathan Dada, Emeroni Cheduze, Oriahi Daniel, Efut Oduba, Yedabasi David, and Ewuzie Sochima. An introduction: Thailand is a fast-growing domestic market, which has a population of about 67 million persons approximately, according to Wikipedia of 2013 report. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok. It also recorded that Thailand has a low average GDP, and their government has limited resources available to assist most of their private companies. And based on this information, we're able to conduct a SWOT analysis to enable us. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Based on these information we have about Thailand, we're able to conduct a SWOT analysis to actually enable us hit the targets we have based on our action plan. And from the strength, the SWOT analysis is actually based on the economy of Thailand. And from the strength, we found out that Thailand has a fast-growing domestic market. They have high quality of digital content production, service equipment, post-production, and manpower. As a matter of fact, they also have low cost of living, which will be an opportunity for us to actually penetrate the country. And then we also have the opportunities. We have large domestic population and high potential growth. We have a Teresa digital broadcast started at the end of 2012, according to reports provided by Google. And then the weaknesses, language barrier is also one of the weaknesses. And then we also have weak human resource development programs within the country. And then the threats, they have a low GDP per capita. And then they also have unstable electricity supply, according to the information we gathered. And then there is still lack of legal enforcement to suppress copyright violation. Based on this, for the 1 week storming of the town, part of the action plans was to open a website, and we've chosen Thailand_MMM.net to spread MMM message through it, then train people to understand MMM ideology, use social medias like Facebook, WhatsApp, Blogspot, YouTube, and the rest of it to actually create awareness, then create an MMM training and mentorship programs, as well as provide offline events, which includes visitation of schools, organizing seminars, organizing symposiums, through charity, almsgiving, which we're going to do in order to spread the message about MMM. Then also start a mentorship program and learn on how to speak their language in order to break some of the language barriers. And then one of the ways in which we also we form a part of our action plan in order to help us penetrate and hit our target and also break the language barrier is to carefully induct one of their citizens and train him or her to become one of our team members in order to make us a team of 10 persons. Then with that team of 10 persons, our aim is to sign up at least a minimum of 35 persons each. Then the continuation of tax 1, based on the startup capital that is given to the team, $50,000. This is a breakdown of our expenditure, how we're going to start based on the $50,000 that is given out. We're going to secure an apartment for accommodation, where the teams are going to rest their head afterwards, and also for training. And that will cost a total of about $14,500. We also get an interpreter, which will also aid us having a seamless communication with other members of the citizens. And then we also print t-shirts, banners, and posters, as well as document materials with face cap crested with MMM logos. We're going to have a campaign, public awareness, using public address systems, using DJs and other articles that are used in organizing symposiums. And then we're going to register not more than 500 citizens with a deposit of not more than $300 as the task implied. And then registration continues. Part of it, as the registration continues, the miscellaneous that will be left from the $50,000, which includes security refreshment and what have you, will be around $13,000. And the total expenditure from this breakdown is about $46,807,000. And then if you take out this expenditure from the $50,000 that is given to us, we'll be having a balance of about $3,000 plus. Then, from what I have just said now, the 1 week campaign awareness, which includes, which expenditures includes getting accommodation, communication protocol, grouping campaign and logistics, security, as well as refreshment. Then on the tax 2, the tax 2 stage has passed, and you as a foreman, the average contribution of a participant to the structure is around $300. Under the regulations of MM Global, you must provide at least 30% growth in terms of participant payments, starting with the first contribution. And your task is to calculate now how many new members and contributions you have to ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the requirement to the older participants. It is also necessary to write down your plan of action for the next 3 weeks. Under the above conditions stated, point out what you need and how you're going to use them, the number of new participants and money raised during this period, what extra costs that will be required to actually attract them. Our action plans for this tax 2 is as follows. The number of registered participants, according to the target we have, that each of the 10 team members should be able to register at least a minimum of 35 members. So if we go by this target and we're able to achieve it, based on our plans of actions, we should be able to have 350 persons in a week with an average contribution of $300. Therefore, we're going to have a total contribution of $105,000, which is a result of 350 persons multiplied by $300. And the percentage growth on the participants' payment is going to be 30% of this $105,000, which will give us $31,500. Then the total growth, which is a combination of the contribution to the system and the 30% growth, will be the $31,500 from the 30% and their contribution to the system, which will amount to $136,500. And as well, we have also first-time registration bonus for participants who made a contribution of $300 according to the golden rules of MMM. With this, the people who made this average contribution of $300 is entitled to $20 bonus. So when we calculate also the $20 bonus, against the number of participants that registered for that week, we're going to have a total of $7,000 from the bonus. Then total amount to be paid out as disbursed to participant by the end of 30 days is going to be a summation of 30% growth on the participant donation, their contribution to the system, and the bonus. Summation of this gave us $143,000. Meanwhile, the available contribution which we have from their average contribution of $300 is $105,000. And also, I wish to also make it clear here now that from the $50,000 that was given to us, we also have a balance of about $3,132,000 left. Therefore, if we sum out this balance we have from the $50,000 with the total contribution that was made to the system on average of $300, we're going to have $108,132.5 thousand. Then the extra money that is needed to make up this $143,000, which is to be paid out to the participant, is going to be when we remove this extra cash that is left from the $50,000 that is added to the total contribution that is made by participants with average contribution of $300. We are going to have the balance. Whatever balance we have is what is required to make up what is to be paid out to participants who have registered after 30 days. Therefore, for us to be able, and when we do this arithmetic, we are left with $34,687.5 thousand. Then for us to be able to pay old participants their contributions, all we need to do is to register additional new participants. That is to say, giving our individual selves new targets on how to actually bring in new participants. And then based on this action plan, the number of participants that will be required to actually pay off this old participants who have registered and who have made their contribution. We are going to take out, we are going to divide this extra cash that is required by the total average contribution of $300. When we do that, we have approximately about 117 new participants per week. So if we're able to meet up with this 117 new participants, automatically we'll have enough pool of money into the system to pay out to those participants. Then the action plan that is required to actually achieve this is for us to task each member to register at least an additional 20 new participants a week. And when the 10 of us is able to meet this target, we'll be having 200 new participants. And then we'll also achieve this by conducting a serious campaign using social media platforms, organizing other forms of symposiums, visiting schools, conducting brief workshops and seminars to actually sensitize people the more. Then if we keep up with this tempo, we should be able to have at the end of the week 200 new participants from our initial target of 350 persons, which will total 550 participants that will be registered for that week with an average contribution of $300. Then if we work out the arithmetic, we are going to be having $165,000 per week, which is a result of 550 persons multiplied by $300 average contribution. From this calculation, we should be able to pay out all participants who are on deficit of $34,867.5. Then that's that for tax 2. Then the tax 3 says a month has passed and you are 100. The same plan for another month on the basis of the result of previous calculation, taking into account the dynamics of growth, the number of new participants and contributions for the next 4 weeks. Going by this and referencing our previous calculations, our targets, the total participants we were able to get in the first week from the previous task was 550 persons. That is to say, the new action plan we had, where we had to tax each other of registering 20 persons, which gave us 200 persons plus 350 persons we had as our initial target, to give us this 550 persons. For a month, we are going to have, if we work with this tempo and with the same zeal, we should be able to have 2,200 participants for 1 month. That is to say, 550 persons times 4 will give us a total of 2,200 participants. Therefore, if we assume, if we believe, not really an assumption, because we are there for serious business. If we believe with our sensitization and the edification of the minds of the participants, and we're able to compare out of these 2,200 participants to actually register 2 persons in order to make the community grow faster, at the end of the month, we should be able to have at least a minimum of 1,100 persons, which will be coming into the system. Therefore, if the 1,100 persons comes into the system, multiply by the number of 2 participants, multiply by 2, which is a target for every member of the 2,200 persons. We should be able to also have equally that same 2,200 persons plus another 2,200 participants, which will give us a total of 4,400 participants to be registered at the end of that month. Then, with the average contribution of $300 for the additional 2,200 participants, amount of deposits we are going to have into the system now will be equal to $660,000. And their 30% interest on deposit, that is the 30% growth, will be $198,000. Then, first time registration bonus are also for these 2,200 new participants will give us $44,000. And their referral bonus will give us $6,000. This summary states that we should be able to generate additional sum of $198,000, which is coming from their 30%, $44,000, which is coming from their first time bonus, $66,000, which is coming from their 10% referral bonus. This will give us a total of $308,000. Then, in that situation, where participant GH at different times to the PH encourages the system to be up and running, that way, there will be more PH than GH in the system. However, if all the participants decide to GH at the same time, it means that the amount to GH will be more than the amount to PH. This can invariably lead to delay in payment, panic, lack of PH in the system, etc. This can lead to total collapse of the system. To prevent this, we can limit daily GH limits. We can place some level of GH limit, it can be random, where a certain number of persons GH daily or a certain amount of money is actually GH daily, in order to actually control what goes out of the system. This is based on the knowledge we had from the guidance school, which made us to understand that the pool of PH should be equal or greater than what leaves the system, that is the GH. Then equally, we will encourage participants to register we will encourage old participants to register new participants, because the more participants, the more PH, the more the growth in PH compared to GH. Then freeze old GH and adopt a law of PH to get certain percentage of the old GH till all is cleared. This cycle will continue until there is a stability in the system when situation returns to normalcy. Then on tax 4 says, after 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposits that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next 1 month. Within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during the week. Respectively, in this period, the activity of registration falls by 75%, making a plan of actions. Make a plan of actions for this month. Yeah, basically, when such holidays comes up, our aim for this very issue of fall or reduction in the number of persons or participants in the system by up to about 75%. It's a big blow on the community. But in this case, what we should focus our mindset on is, if we go by the fact that we were on a weekly basis, we're able to raise up to 550 participants. Then during the Thailand celebration, if the registration actually drops by 75%, as the question has stated, that means we are going to be having approximately about 137 participants drop by 75% of this 550% that we usually do weekly. It means that we will have a 137 participant drop. So to make up this loss, what we need to do is to increase the activities of the old participants, possibly by giving out a holiday bonus. Holiday bonus can be implemented to actually encourage old participants and at the same time also attract new participants into the community, encouraging higher pH in the system. As a matter of fact, when this holiday bonus is introduced, it will boost the number of pH we have into the system, and the new members as well will also like to come in and partake in the holiday bonus as well. Then we're going to train more participants, which is also one of our core action plan from the day one task. Train some of our old participants to become guiders and managers, which actually also help in the sensitization and bringing people also into the system. Because the more people understand the ideology of MMM, the rules, the benefits, and the threats, the more they are able to actually make people understand truly the preachings of MMM and what it has come to do, which is purely to bring financial justice to the current cruel financial world. Then also do some promotional tasks, both offline and online. Do media campaigns, do radio jingles, issue out bulk SMSs to various phone numbers of persons, inviting them and sensitizing them more about MMM Thailand. I believe that with that, we will be able to gain a stability back for the 75% drop, which occurred as a result of the holiday. Then tax 5, your plan didn't work out. You don't have enough new registrations and new deposits to cover the cost of the current deposit. It's necessary to analyze the plan of actions in this situation. What are the resources? How many participants, contributions to get the situation resolved? Due to lack of funds, there are delays in payment. The whole participants seeing that neither make their own contribution nor attract new members. Yeah, if every of the actions taken in tax 4 eventually did not work out, what we need to do next is to carry out a certain tax in order to save MMM Thailand. In order to save MMM Thailand, the following action plans we have outlined will be adopted to bring back to the MMM Thailand. We will create awareness incentives. Part of what we also discuss in tax 4, we train more guiders, then recruit more members by office visitation, increase bonus maybe up to 50% instead of normal 30% growth, take it up to 50%. Then we'll continue to retrain and reteach people on the ideologies of MMM, organize symposiums for working class, for artisans and public servants, make them understand really the benefit of financial freedom by investing on MMM Thailand. Then guiders also will have to do a whole lot of work in these regards. They will be more engaged in promotional tasks, both offline and online. Then we will also give incentives also to internal old members. The incentive will be in terms of awards and rewards, which will be priced both in cash and also in material gifts for participants who are able to recruit more members into the system, or who are able to recruit a certain number of members into the system within this very period of crisis. With this, we believe that all this will draw new members into the community. Then taxes. During this month, the delay in payments increased to 7 days. Referral activity almost reduced to 0. Old members do not attract anyone and do not make contributions too. In virtue of this situation, a post mode is implemented in which all the old members are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself.
Okay. Okay, yes, mine now is very clear as well. Do you understand? Yes, but my phone, because I was telling you guys, is still hanging. So just keep a watch. Once the moderator are done with it, just flash me.
I didn't get that. Hello?
Yes.
Please continue. That was an instruction.
Hello, Mentor, are you here?
I'm here with you.
Somebody just said something. I didn't get what she said. Should I continue?
Yeah, continue. She was meant to Mute
Okay.
her mic, and here she is.
Go ahead,
Talking
please.
and discussing.
Okay, okay. So under tax,
Yes, please continue.
under tax 6, it says because of this delay, a pause mode is implemented, in which case all the old Mavros are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation is right. New deposits grow as per old conditions are not frozen. Available as usual. Make your plan of actions by another month. Resources, contribution, members, etc. Under this very task, the pause mode will be activated, and in this very case, guidance has a lot of work to do. They should be able to control their downliners, and both from first to third level downliners to actually curtail panic, because panic is not good for the community. Then also re-educate members who are still naive on why the pause mode is necessary for situations like that. In this case, we also introduce some patients bonus to participants. We call it 6 bonus, and then we'll continue to do everyday presentations until everything normalizes. So, and in this case, we will also go further to make people understand that pause mode is not a strange attitude, or is not a strange happening in the system or in the community. That we may also make references to the participants about countries where pause mode has actually happened in the past, and how they were able to live above it, and everything got normal in the end of the day. Then on task 7, this is the final task. It says the effort has been insufficient to reverse the situation. The restart took place. All the old Mavros are removed. We'll start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impacts of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media. You have to make a fresh start in such conditions. The plans of actions under specified conditions for a month. Yeah, if eventually every of our steps to actually mitigate the system from having a very negative dimensions, from taking a very negative dimension that will affect every member of the system. What we need to do in such case where old Mavros are removed and the system restart and starts afresh, the guiders and managers and old members who have imbibed the ideologies of MMM will continue their work of sensitizing and explaining to people, organizing symposiums to actually make people understand the reason behind the restart. And we will also not relent. We'll also extend our hands of fellowship to other global partners, and exchange helps, possibly in Bitcoins, to actually bring back the system to life. Then in this situation, we'll also reference countries where such a restart had happened in the past. We'll give them facts and figures, possibly link them up with managers, guiders, and consultants from such countries where they can make a live conversation with them in order for them to confirm and believe truly that a restart is not strange and that is not the end of the system. That is also one of the or inevitable occurrences that will occur sometimes when the system is not properly managed. Then we also create a incentive for old timers as soon as the system restarts, and then we may possibly increase the growth of Mavro by maybe by 20% in order to encourage old participants and as well as bring in new participants and remove fear from their mind. And then we will also not forget to remind people about the risk as well as the gains in MMM. People also need to understand the risk. And like MMM will boldly write on the warning that you should participate with your spare money. So we will also re-sensitize people on this, make them understand that there's a need for them to participate with their spare money and then as well as also use mass media collectively to explain globally what unanimously what a restart means. That is never the end of the system. So we believe that with this approach and steps, that the system will definitely come back to life. Then finally, we will say that the success of a restart of any MMM community of any country definitely lies on the capabilities of the guiders, as well as old faithful members as well, not just the guiders, because the guidance may not really be at all places at all times. But the old faithful members who have been able to understand the ideology, the benefit, the risk, and the threats of MMM should be able to also defend the system entirely from negative utterances and negative impressions that come from social media and what have you, as well as from government agencies and other corporate bodies who are in constant antagonism with the MMM community of any country. Then also a wonderful MMM guidance school is also worthy to be entrenched, just as we have just concluded ours now. For every country where MMM community or MMM system is introduced, we also recommend from this very platform, from this very exercise, that there should be both online and offline MMM guidance school, where people can walk in and work out at will, in order to have a fresh experience and a fresh knowledge about how MMM ideology, how MMM works, its ideology, benefits, and the risks involved. So finally, I want to say that MMM guidance school we have just concluded is amazing. For me, it's an eye-opener. It has actually exposed me to a lot of things, both to the things I have known before. I now have elaborate knowledge on them, to the things I never knew, especially the current financial cruelty and the injustice in our financial system. Before now, I am a faithful servant, I'm a faithful participant of MMM, but I never understood the ideology, the benefits, and the risk involved before now. But through this medium, I've been able to understand better the ideology of MMM and the benefits inherent in it. So with this, I wish to express our profound appreciation on behalf of Sector 5. We wish to thank Sergio Mavrodi for his great initiative through MMM to break the entire universe from financial slavery. Indeed, he's a great man, and all glory we ascribe to God Almighty for the wisdom bestowed on him and all of us for this opportunity. Amen. I also want to thank our mentor, Mary Ogbonna, for her guidance and patience and love throughout the entire journey of this batch guidance school, and all the group 13 Sector 5 members. We say we love you, our mentor, and to all my group members, you are all wonderful. Together we change the world. Thank you. My name is Chief Fidelis.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation. Last, the network was okay, and you were so audible to hear your presentation. Okay, better than others. So thank you. That was a good one there. So the 5 members, you did your homework very well. Thumbs up. Congrats. Thanks. Okay.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
Hello, please, ma. Group 2 is ready, ma. Cycle 2.
Group 7. I've been representing.
Hello. Hello, ma.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cycle 2 is ready. Cycle 2.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma. Yeah.
The time, please. Okay, so we've had present circle 4 and circle 5 present so far. Okay? You said you're ready.
Hello, circle 7. Circle 8 is ready. Hello.
Hello, my circle 3 is ready. Should I go on?
Okay, hope the network is okay.
Hello?
Hello.
If you're having a good network,
So could I go on?
if you're having a good network, better for us so that we can hear you. Because knowing that not everyone that has your link.
Hello.
So that others will be participating and grab one or two things from your website so far. Okay? So if you're ready and you're cool,
I'm ready, my circle 8.
So Secretary, let's hear you, please.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. This secretary, group 13, presenting business game. The active members of group are all the Chukwudi. Hello? All the Chukwudi. Buwani Alim, Ahaze Maxwell, Adu Oludare, and KK Ocha Justin. Developing MMM Global in Thailand. Introduction about the country Thailand. Hello, my hearing me?
Yes, but your voice is breaking. I'm hearing you, but your voice is breaking.
Okay, Thailand. Introduction to Thailand. Severe. Introducing the country Thailand with MMM Global. We made a survey to know about the country, where the country is situated, the area of the country. We have the Thailand is a southeast country, approximately 1,000 square meters. The world's 50th country, around 66 million. Country's capital and last ocean. And it's about what's intelligent by mini GDP and by GDP as unitary states that is now by state of resources started for all where received in the school and have received all the information needed to become managers so leaders in the MMM global community. Now you have an important task. Enter in a new country and develop MMM with Thailand. Resources. Knowledge received in the school $5,000. Within an hour, you have to develop it. You must receive the number of registration and the deposit you will achieve over the period. Important notice: 50,000 is given out only once. Later, you use free resources from the system. Objective of tax 1. Objective of tax 1: to establish and sustain MMM in Thailand by creating awareness of the presence of MMM in Thailand. To introduce MMM to residents of Thailand, educate them on MMM ideology, how it works, the golden rules and risks involved in MMM, and the benefits of achievement. Went as far as researching what Thailand is all about, the description, the population, the language, the religion, the currency, 7 days resources, capital, registration target. We have the description location, which is Thailand, the population, which is 67.1 million, language, religions, both hash and currency. 7 days resources, capital, $5,000. Registration targets 3,000 participants. Plan for tax 1. Day 1, we have arrival, division, and cover-up. Arrange a meeting point for plan execution. Register our already established contractors, tutor them, play them the ideology video. They will have to know what we know, and understand will be our information career as well. Identify 5 populated states and divide group into 5 consistence of 4 guidance, each to go around in their destination. One of our indigenous members will tip the press blogger of our presence, and they will want to be the first to tell the news. Others will have a mobile press following and everything. Identify food and utilize to them. Basically, our first day job is goodwill, since that is what we do, helping the needy. And also, is able to include it in our own country too. We are to create awareness. News already has it by the following day, and a lot of people are already wondering what is this decade and anything about the. Make sure they do not spray the wrong. Perform a road related institute, office, market with flyers and banners with members on the brand. Sentence MMM changed my life. I want to help change your flyers shared around. Help change your flyer shared around by a copy per person. Ask them to give their friends and neighbors when they get home, and also encourage them to bring at least a friend as they come. Flyers, the location of seminar to be held, phone number to call, and seminars on the ideology of MMM. Cost estimate $2,420. Day 3 seminar is to set up against the starting time and check to be sure everything is in place. Order with the video on ideology of MMM position. Bloggers and press place where they can capture the event. Position 2 people who can register and switch at what they do. Also, position people that can interpret to our own language to them as well. One of the country interprets back what the guidance says about the video they just watch. Tell them the better truth about how the government and banks have failed them and has been cheating them. Let them know we are and we are here to save lives. The frauding will how many people under him. Same for Mr. B, down to infinity, already ongoing. The first seminar. The first seminar. It's all about setting up like hello ma. Hello?
Yeah, go on, they are hearing you.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
The first seminar. The first seminar is organizing media promotion. The first seminar is organizing a media promotion. All members post about past events, both foreign guidance and indigenous members. Share testimonial videos. MMM has been operating. MMM has been operating and the ideology of MMM shared more flyers. We are already all over the news, blogs. People are coming to register a team of people. Goes out to neighbors where people can't come to meet us to register them. Grant a top media company a question and answer interview for audience who weren't able to present at the seminar to know more about MMM and how to register. Cost estimate $3,080. Day 5 seminar. Sponsor activity. Get information about a popular sports or program in the country. Part sponsor any for the day. Some members at the event with MMM t-shirts and flyers, ready to answer questions and educate as
Boss,
participants. Another set of members visit
boss,
another donate.
boss.
Educate the workers. Hello?
No, go on.
Hello?
Go on, they're hearing you.
Educate the
I do.
workers and administrators. Trust us, we have the same goal. They already trust us. They had already heard about MMM and already aged to cost estimate 3,500. Day 6 seminar. The 6th seminar. By then, lots of aspiring participants, people with questions, people who want to register, people who want to know more. We put measures in places to ensure there is peace, security, registration ongoing. Run a regular check on the website to be sure there is no glitching or bugs. Cost estimate $2,300. Budget breakdown. Description and budget. Startup capital $5,000. Accommodation price and goodwill donation $2,700. Awareness $2,420. Seminar 1 $2,000. Media promotion $3,080. Sponsor activities $3,500. Seminar 2 $2,600 and miscellaneous $1,000. Total expenses $17,000. Available balance $33,000.
Okay. Go ahead.
Registration and deposit for the first week. We shall bear in mind that the local currency value is $1 to 32.2 Thai baht. $300 will be 10,504.65 Thai baht. Approximate registration per day 50 participants. Average contribution $300 equals that is 10,504.65 Thai baht. Total registration for 6 days 300 persons. Total contribution 90,000, where we have 3,151,399 in total. First week, 300 persons in first week.
Hello? 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 Is she still there? Okay. Maxwell, I'm sure you're in the same group. So can you take over from there? Hello? Maxwell, please, can you take over from there?
Hello?
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 Hello,
Hello?
I'm hearing.
Hello?
I'm hearing. Hello.
Koruboba from Circle 8. Can you hear me, ma?
I'm hearing you.
Yes,
We're
in our
having,
group.
we're having a finished presentation from Circle
Okay.
3.
Yes, I noticed it. So do I hold on?
Yes, then hold on, please. Hello, Michael, are you there? Hello? Hello, I thought Maxwell is available. He wanted to present before. Are you asleep now?
Hello, ma.
Hello?
Hello, ma.
I'm hearing you. I thought you
Sorry, wait.
wanted to present your circle. So how come you weren't able to
Yes,
take over from
where
her?
go? Huh?
I thought you were willing to speak at initial since she took over, and now that she has been caught up by the network, I expected you to pick up from her. So can you pick up from where she stopped? It's almost midnight. So please pick up from where she stopped and let's round up for today so that tomorrow we'll continue
Okay, are
and
you
we
hearing
go
me?
get some
Are
rest.
you hearing me, ma?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so I can go on from where she stopped.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So,
Yes, please.
okay. My name is Agaresi Maswell. I'm a member of the secretary. Hello? Wow.
Go
Hello, ma.
on, I'm with you.
Okay. She stopped at okay. Hello, ma. She stopped at point 3. Wow. Okay. Ma, she stopped at task 3, isn't it? She stopped at task 3. I mean, the 3
Yeah, she
seminars.
was not getting to that one.
Yeah? Okay,
She was not getting to that
I should move to day 4. I should move to day 4.
That's 4. 4.
Okay, task 4. Okay, task 4. Okay. Yeah. Okay, she stopped at task 3. So she has explained the analysis and everything. So task 4. After 2 months, we have the number of participants and deposits that you have calculated. Now we can calculate what we need to organize within the next 1 month. A week after the startup of the month, there's a local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week, respectively. In this period, the activity of registration falls by 75%. Then we make a plan of action for a month. What resources are we going to use and how should we use them? The right amount of contribution and participants for development of the system. Okay, now the task 4 objective, that is our objective now. First, we make a plan on how to sustain the system following to 75% fall in registration due to 1 week local holiday. Due to the celebration, registration drops by 75%. Registration during the celebration, 25% of 400 to 100 participants. That was the deficit in registration, 400 to 100 and 300 participants. Therefore, to meet up with the setback, more registration need to be made after the celebrations. Targeted number of added registration, 300 to 3 weeks, is equals to 100 per week. Now the solution. Planning is the foundation of success. So we made a plan ahead of holiday and a new method set out to cover for that 1 week holiday period. Resources, student leader, support services, banners and flyers. 1, the already trained managers helped in giving awareness and orientations to participants on the situation and reassure them of the honesty and headiness of the community. Increasing of publicity to bring in more participants to PH, so that PH will be more than GH in order to keep the system running. Solution 2. We participate fully during the festive period, sharing MMM flyers and also holiday charity events to sensitize participants about MMA ideology and covering more states, regions. Within the shortest time to spread MMA ideology and the benefits. Organize a conference meeting with the participants, informing them of how the system is operates, inform them through their respective PO to avoid widespread panic and misinformations. Okay, so that's that for task 5, task 4. So I'll move to task 5. Task 5. Now, the plan that we made at task 4 did not work. So we do not have enough new registration and new deposits to cover the cost of the current deposit. It is necessary to analyze the plan of action in this situation. What are the resources? How many participants, contributions etc. needed to get this situation resolved? Due to lack of funds, there are delays in payment. You participants saying that neither make their own contribution nor attract any member. Hello. Hello, ma. Okay. Okay. So now, the contribution distribution analysis. To effectively analyze our 75% deficit in membership registration, we need to break down registration progression from 1 week. Then week 1, we have 210. Week 2, we have 420. Week 3, we have 840. Week 4, we have 1,680. Week 5, we have 3,360. Week 6, we have 6,720. Week 7, we have 15,440. Week 8, we have 26,880. Week 9, we have 13,440. Week 10, we have 10,080. Week 11, we have 7,560. Then week 13, we have 5,670. So then task 5, the continuation. Total number of participants at the first month participant is 3,150. Second month participants, we have 50,400. Third month participants, we have 36,750. Total participants then we have was now 90,300. Then the new deposit we were able to realize, third month deposit was 36,750 times $300, which is equals to 11,025,000. 11,025,000 naira. Then 36,750 new members times $300. Average deposit is now equals to $11,025,000. Current deposit PH is equals to $11,025,000. Registration bonus is equals to $735,000. Then the breakdown is $20 times 36,750 new members, which is equals to $735,000. Registration bonus interest, which is equals to $3,307,500. That is 30% interest of $11,025,000. Referral bonus we have was $1,102,500.
Hello, ma.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can I continue from there?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mary, can I continue from there?
Okay, you're on some
Plus
okay,
the
right?
bonus, plus
Yes,
interest,
I'm also in Circle 3.
plus interest and referral bonus is equal to the GH. The deficit,
Okay, I think it's back.
deficit alone,
Yeah, continue. We want to talk before.
month 3 PH is equals to month 2 potential GH, which is $11,025,000 minus the 22,000 minus $22,222,744, which is now equals to $11,202,744 million. So the plan of action we're able to gather for the tax 5 now is that number 1, we increase the freeze period from 14 days to 21 days, hoping that we're able to recruit more people during the freeze period. Then 2, so we try as much as possible to encourage participants to open Bitcoin accounts so that they can be able to link up globally with anyone, thereby easing the pressure on current deficit. Then our plan of action 3, we also try as much as possible to increase referral bonus from 10% to 20% and increase interest rate from 30% to 50%. Then tax 6, during this month delay in payment, increase to 7 days referral activities almost reduced to 0. The old members do not attract anyone and do not make contributions to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old members are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself.
Hello.
New deposits grow. Hello.
Hello? Let's continue, please.
New deposit grow as per old conditions, which are now make you which are not frozen and available as resources, contributions, members, etc. The tax is our plan of action. First, we make sure that we try as much as possible to encourage their dial-learners to PH more and with higher values for those who can and stop getting help for a period like a week or 2 to stabilize the system. Then our plan 2, we're able to educate members on how MMM and encourage them to make contributions continuously. Incentive, then our plan 3, we will try most people to bring in incentive recruitment. That is having a promotion where the highest recruiter gets prizes like tablets, iPads, holiday packages, etc. Then our plan number 4, we try most people to push their above in management meetings. Then our plan number 5, we try most people that we mean that leaders must be able to take the lead to put money into the system. That is every leaders like guiders and everybody that have known the system very well. We try to be able to bring in money to the system to boost the system so that the system can be able to revive. Then our plan number 6, where we try to be able to get team leaders together to combine their efforts to do series of introductory meetings using banners already made in the beginning of the game to save on expenditure. Plan they were able to plan the meetings in a way that the existing members do the recruiting, so we will not have too much expenses. AJ, word of mouth, continue with various social media platform. Then various social platform. Then our plan number 7, we're able to avoid panic at all costs. Communications, messages through PO to members, positive reinforcement marketing campaign through existing online channel. Continuously, hello, hello,
Hello?
hello,
Continue,
Mike.
Maxwell. Continue, Maxwell.
Go ahead.
Okay. Continuously evaluate. We try able to continuously evaluate the system dynamics, including contributions and restrictions, in order to provide a platform to run the system smoothly. That was our plan for the tax 6. Then the tax 7, our effort which we have put in throughout all these tasks, and the solution and action that will bring the plan of action that were made. So the efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All the old marvels are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impacts of the members and favorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and we have to make a fresh start in such situation. Now, a plan of action under specified condition for a month. What can we do now? Since that all effort that we put in have been proven abortive, have ended up in futility. So what are we going to do? So that article to our plan action.
Hello.
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 Maxwell, are you there?
We'll bring everybody together. We'll communicate to them why the reason why there must be a restart, so that the system can be able to move on. Then 2, we will try to organize charity events so that members and potential members can see that MMM is still strong and sustainable and not disappearing. Then task number 3, all the people who have benefited previously should be willing to continue with their participation and recruitment. Together, we'll grow a healthy world. Long live MMM. Thank you to Mentor Mary Obonaya and hello. Hello. Okay. Sorry. At this medium, I have been able to outline the problem faced at the MMM Thailand, and they have been able to let the house know our plan of actions, and that will be able to revive the system in case we are faced with such challenges. So I believe I've been able to convince everybody, and I've been able to leave an idea on everybody in case we are back to embark on the mission at sea. So I will use this opportunity to say thank you to everybody that have to listen to us. I use the opportunity to say thank you to our able leader, Mr. Mary Ogbona, for our mentorship. He's a wonderful mentor. She has really set a target for all us to move in case we are one day become a mentor. She should try as much as possible to make sure that she carried everybody along. So I'll say a big thank you to her. I'll say a big thank you to Almighty God for making us to participate in this school, because being in this school, I've been able to learn so much, and I believe it's not just me. Every member, everybody that have gained admission into the school, they've benefited one way or the other, because we've been able to be exposed to so many social media tricks, so many secrets that will be blindfolded against. We've been able to unveil them, are able to know more about MM ideology, and the way it stands now. We just believe that there is no task that will come from MM, any task at all that will not be able to do this. So I will say thank you to the moderators that have taken time to listen to us, that have taken time to train us, and have taken time to make us wiser. I say thank you all. At this junction, I will draw my curtain. Long live MMM Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation. Thank you to secretary also for job well done. Okay, I'll go through the presentation. There's the first mentioned increase the referral bonus from 30% down to 50%. I don't forget why you're trying to do this increase in order for you to entice more members to join the community.
Yes.
The members which are ready, which are working, you're supposed to pay up to those who are ready to get the numbers out. The number of restrictions you have in the community or the system, are you sure of sustainability when you increase this? It almost by 50%, thereabout, more than 50%.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, because 20 plus 30 gets 50. And 50% of 30 should be about 15. Okay, so the increase, you have to know that while you're trying to increase things or having some incentive in order for you to be attracting more members to join the community,
Yes, ma'am.
you try to also note that this is what you have to continue
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
in order for the system to be sustainable. So you don't just increase incentive like that with the
Okay,
hope
ma'am.
of getting more.
Okay.
So you have to take note of that so that you don't run into serious issue and then
Yes, ma'am.
come the restart time. Probably if the restart of the start of probably in some few years to come, but due to the high increase, the variable bonus neglected. Or you are not able to pay off that, there arises problems. Yeah. Okay, so like, okay, so thank you all for the presentation.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
So it's already past 12.
I don't know if our presentation is accepted. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
No, ma. Second 8 is ready.
So it's already late, please. Let's have a night rest so that tomorrow we continue from where we stop. Tomorrow we will start from the presentation. It's already late.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Sorry?
Hello, ma. Hello, Second 8 is ready. Hello, Second 8.
We can't present tonight again. The time is gone. Please, we'll start up tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow, ma.
I'll start up tomorrow with you, please.
Tomorrow, what time?
We start up
What time?
9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Nigerian time.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Second 8 will present.
Secretary presented, well, they completed, you were not able to continue, so some other person took over that.
That situation where very good for example. I will go fit.
Presented already. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma.
So?
Hello.
What are you saying about the 3?
Secretary has presented, you were cut off by network, sorry, Chidima. And so some other person took over.
So am I to continue or am I starting up tomorrow again?
No, somebody else took over from where you stopped.
Okay. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
Hello, ma. Does it mean Second 8 will present tomorrow?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you, ma. Good night.
I know where I cut.
Okay, so let's have a lovely night rest, everyone, and we'll meet again tomorrow with other cycles. So if your work is not yet correctly done, please try to make sure you correct it and submit. Now,
Please,
I've
ma,
checked
my
all the
3
work that I've been
tasks is not yet
submitted.
been fully marked, and there is no error. I've checked and rechecked.
Just refresh. I've checked everything tonight and
And also
mark the work that
Oh, I will
my
do
tax
that.
7.
Thank you for your time, ma.
Hello, Mentor Mary.
tax 7. Yes.
Hello, Mentor Mary.
I'm with you.
Okay, my tax 7. You made a comment earlier in the afternoon that I think the link is not okay, because what I did was I had to do a recopy and I clicked on it straight. It went to YouTube. I don't know if you can help me recheck.
I've rechecked most of the feedback videos now.
Yeah, that's
So
the last one.
ones have
Tax
been
7
marked already.
47.
Yes, the corrected ones has been marked already. So if anyone is yet to be corrected, they say how tomorrow to do that.
So help me check it.
Submit back here. Not me check it so you can refresh and check if it's okay. So good night, everybody.
Good night.
Talk tomorrow.
Yeah, we are going to bless you now. You see what you give to us, and where do I be able to get such material from? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You really tried. You are working like a man. Thank you.
Tax 6 and the thing I just called. So wait.
That one is still whether they don't start. Let me see, don't close. Wow. Which one? So police come here now. Come arrest you now. Arrest. What happened?
Precious, but no me him get me. No, off on hang again now.